Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. For today's video, I'm really excited to be sharing my best of beauty 2020. 2020 has obviously been a very weird year, but every year I like to think back on the products that I discovered this year and things that have kind of carried on from year after year and what really was the best of the best in my opinion. So we're gonna go ahead and just start with all of my favorites for 2020. First thing is foundation, and if I am putting on makeup for the day, I will just go ahead and put on a tinted moisturizer. I haven't even bothered with a real foundation this year. There's really no point. So I'd rather put something really light on my skin. This one by Laura Mercier is one of my favorite tinted moisturizers. I feel like I've talked about it a lot. It has an SPF of 20. I think the new formula has an SPF of 30 maybe, but this is just the older bottle. I'm in the shade 2W2. This is my winter shade. Summer, obviously, I'm a lot more tan. So for summer, I would get something a little darker. This is a new one for me for concealer. I got this in 2020 and I've just absolutely loved it. It is the Beauty Blender Concealer. Gosh, it is so good. Very thick, but you don't feel that on your face. I feel like it's really blendable, doesn't crease. I have it in the shade 3.20W, and I feel like that's really the perfect shade for me, whether I'm tan or in my just normal skin tone. I like to have my concealer a little bit lighter for under my eyes so that it creates a brighter look, but if I'm covering up any blemishes or anything like that, I obviously want to have something that is exactly my skin tone. I have this concealer on right now, and I've just been using it non-stop this year, so I really love this one. I really love trying new products, but sometimes you just have to go to your OGs, and this is definitely one of them. I love this bronzer. I know it's always gonna look good, so whenever I've done a quick makeup look this year, which has been all I've done this year, I'll just go in with this bronzer by Estee Lauder. It's the Bronze Goddess, and I've loved this for 2 years, I would say. I've used it non-stop. It's definitely been a holy grail of mine, and I just think it looks so beautiful. So usually it's just the only thing I put on my cheeks. This is the Kevyn Aucoin Glass Glow Face, and I have it in the shade Bronze. It is so gorgeous. I use it all the time and it looks brand new. I guess it's because you really just need the smallest amount, but I like to just put a little bit on my cheekbone area. If you're into cream highlights at all, which I think they are the most natural. I don't really like those really thick powdery highlights. I think it can be a little bit too much. So this gives you a really natural look, and it is beautiful. Okay, moving into a setting powder. I have just loved this one by Laura Mercier so much this year. This is my second one, and it's the translucent powder, just the classic translucent, and I truly think it is so nice. I don't get any flashback with it, so that means if you're taking photos or anything like that, you're not gonna get the white cast under your eyes, which can be such a nightmare. I mean, if you just have to Google celebrities with white cast and you'll get like, I mean, I don't know how that happens to them because they have such professional makeup artists, but yeah, sometimes translucent powders can create that and it just makes you look like crazy. Moving into an eyeshadow palette. This has been my favorite for a long time. I've mentioned it probably in most of my makeup tutorials. It is the Tartelette and Bloom palette by Tarte. This is my second one. I just got a new one. So beautiful. I just did it in my holiday makeup look as well, and it is what I have on my eyes right now. If you're into natural warm tone eyeshadow colors, this is the one for you. It's really all you need, and I have so many eyeshadow palettes, but this is the one that I just always go for. And in my opinion, a really good palette for if you want just a drugstore palette that's a little more affordable. This one by Milani is amazing, and it is in their Bold Obsessions one. I think they have 4 different palettes like this, and I just think it's gorgeous as well. It has a lot of those beautiful colors, similar honestly to the Tartelette and Bloom. These I would say are my top 6, so that's typically what I will go for when I use this palette. And then also the brown as well. My absolute favorite has been the Monsieur Big by Lancome. It is gorgeous. It gives you that in-between look of a bold mascara as well as a natural one. So it's a great in-between, great everyday mascara. I would say my second favorite would be the Lancome Hypnose Drama. It is actually what I have on my eyes right now, and it gives you a really nice look as well. It's a little bit more intense in terms of you have to use a lighter hand, but if you want a bolder look, this is great. For brows, the product that I've reached for the most this year is by Milani. It is really similar to the Anastasia Brow Pomade, which is one I've used for a long time. But when that one ran out and I got this one, I didn't really find the need to go and buy the Anastasia again because I think this works just as well. It comes with a brush as well, and it is probably less than half the price, and it is really, really good in my opinion. So I'm in the shade 04 Brunette. I just use this little brush right here to apply it, and then I kind of just brush out my brows as I'm applying it. I never typically do wing liner, but if I do, I usually go for the Kat Von D tattoo liner. I think it works really well. I have the smaller version. The reason I really like this one is because it has a very, very thin tip, and it just makes it easier to do your wing liner, which in my opinion is tough, at least for me to do. I feel like I can never get them even. And last but not least, my favorite topic, which is lipstick. Some of the best lip products out there are from Buxom. I got introduced to some of their new lipsticks this year, and the formula, I'm telling you, is incredible. I am wearing it right now on my lips, and this is in the shade Pop Star. It's so comfortable. I don't feel like I have a thick lipstick on, even though it is really bold and full coverage. I can't say enough good things about it. So this is a new favorite of mine in 2020. And then if you haven't tried their full-on lip creams, I mean, I'm usually not a lip gloss kind of girl, but these are plumping lip glosses. It gives you a beautiful color. So my three favorites, this one is White Russian. I usually just can wear this by itself, or if I want to put it on top of something, it's pretty clear. So it's a great topper. And then these two I got introduced to this year. They're Spiked Apple Cider, and then this one is Pumpkin Spice Latte. Okay guys, well that is really it in terms of sharing my favorites with you. I hope that you enjoyed this video. I kept it pretty short just because honestly, not a lot of makeup that was happening this year, but I still wanted to be able to share my favorites with you. And if you guys have any recommendations for me to try in 2021, I would love to try it. I'm a little bit of a product junkie, so I feel like I'm trying new things all the time. But also, if you try any of my holy grails and any of these products, I would love to know about it. Thanks so much for watching, and I hope you have a wonderful New Year's. Bye.